I would just like to say, tonight I did something that I have never done before I started a stream. Stick around if you want to find out what that is. Greetings, my name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. I'll tell you about it soon. Don't worry. Actually, you should worry. I might forget. But first, I was about to say a word from our sponsor. Really? A word from Jonathan Frakes? Because I forgot to do it last time. I'm not forgetting this time, all right? Hold on a second. Take it away.
November is Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month. I support pancreatic cancer research in memory of my brother, Daniel. You can change the course of pancreatic cancer for all of us by supporting research. Research for Daniel, research for those we've lost, research for patients, research for all of us. Donate today at pancan.org. November is pancreatic cancer.
No, stop it. Stop it. There's no easy way to do that because there's like 5 things I have to do. I also have to have it full screen. Anyhow, there. I have done all the little things I'm supposed to do at the start. I see people in the chat. That's good. Well, I see names in the chat. I saw people actually there. That'd be weird. I see avatar things. 5 fingers. 5. Chambers. All the love to Fam KillCo. That's now a thing. Fam KillCo. The KillCo fam. Whichever way you want to put it. It's fine. Andrew Butler, hello. Welcome. 5th quarter tailgate. Cheers. You're welcome. Cat Huey. I don't know why I went Huey, but hello everyone, and cheers to the weekend. Yes, that's right. It is Friday. It is freaking Friday, as some might say. We are continuing the trend of this month, which is pancreatic cancer. Yay. And raising funds for my family so things can just suck a little less. And that would be nice. So far, we're still about halfway, a little over halfway now. And I have talked about, only briefly, because I don't know how to handle it still, how to handle a silent auction. It sounds simple. I know what a silent auction is. You know what a silent auction is. It's a simple thing. You write your name and your bid on a piece of paper and put it in a box, except there's no box here, and there's no simple way to do that I've been able to figure out yet. Because the idea of giving you a link to click on, and then it's like name, bid, email address. That's all I need to know. Done. I don't know how to figure that out. It's a simple thing to do, but there's no simple way to do it on the internet. So I'm stuck with saying, hey, if you'd like to be entered for the private tasting with Irene Tan for a group of 4 people total, and you'd like to enter into that private auction, you have to email me at killco77@hotmail.com or message me on Instagram. Those are the simplest options I can think about. Just, you have to put in 3 things. Well, 2 things, really. Hold on. Well, name is probably a good thing. Name, your bid, and I think I'd have your email address. But if you don't send an email, Instagram, you see where this all gets fumbled together? It's really weird. I still don't know a good way to do it where it's just like click here, send your info, boom, done. I'm sure that's possible somewhere, but I haven't been able to figure it out yet. So if you know, let me know. But for now, right, it's just, I'm telling you about Irene Tan donating her time and her whiskey to this cause. It's really worth it. As someone who can go there, I'm going to go there tomorrow. It's like, ugh. At least I'm planning to go there tomorrow. I hope I just feel up to that, because busy week. Papa KillCo, speak of the devil. Hello. Welcome. The thing I have done this day and have never done any other day before in recent memory, I don't think I've ever done this ever, is that I decided to film not 1, but 2 whiskey videos within the hour of this starting. So between 6 and 6:45, I recorded 2 whiskey videos. They aren't edited, of course, but that gave a nice little bit of urgency for me to do it and get through it fast. So those episodes are going to be a little shorter, but that's okay. YouTube wants short content right now. Why not? It's not going to be 60 seconds, but less than 5 minutes in all likelihood, which I really prefer. No one has the attention span for 10 minutes more now. As for what we're drinking tonight, first of all, you have to let me know what you're drinking. Doesn't matter what it is. Just something. You don't have to drink anything at all. You could be having dessert. Whatever. What are you doing? What are you freaking doing? I will be partaking of a sample. This sample is donated to the channel by Mr. Greatshot. Mr. Greatshot, you are awesome. You know this. We've met. You handed this to me. It's here. It got here. Don't worry. And this is the Still Austin Red Corn Bourbon. So they used red corn to make it. It's bottled in bond. That's what the BIB is. 100 proof, of course. And the pre-gaming KillCo. Yeah, something like that. Very tiny pours. There was no intent of drinking more than 3 or 4 sips for each one, which made it a little problematic because I always do we begin with the color bit. That's not a lot, but you can still tell what color it is. This, however, is the main event because I do like Still Austin. Most of you are aware of that. And I haven't had this one. This is the one they did. They're doing regular releases or seasonal releases. I think that's what it was. Music Maestro. I know I forgot one thing. Not too loud. There we go. I don't have to hear myself think in the background there. Away with you. Yeah, seasonal. These are seasonal, and this is the one they did right before I got to Austin, which they probably were sold out anyway. But when I got there, I did I don't know where. There's a big Flaviar box in my way, so I don't know. It's probably behind it. Hopefully it's. Yeah. This is the one they had released recently when I was down there. It's the Still Austin. I can't read it. The High Rye Bourbon Whiskey. So this one I assume is going to be similar to Wild Turkey, hopefully, except it's bottled and bond. I mean that very vaguely. There are a large variety of other high rye whiskeys out there. Bourbons, sorry. So I'm looking forward to opening that when I can do that. This one was long gone, so gonna have it now. And I don't think I've had anything with red corn in it for a while. I don't even know what red corn they used. I feel like they consulted with Iron Root about this. That is the feeling I'm getting. My little spider whiskey senses, my Sami senses. My whiskey Sami senses are tingling. And of course, Texas Whiskey Festival and all that, all these distillers in that area, in that giant state, seem to be acquainted with each other at least a little bit. So if I were Still Austin, and I knew guys like Iron Root, who are heavily invested into corn and the varietals, I have a feeling they talked to them about this first. I don't know that for certain. It's all just making it up in my head. Yes. I would also have to find 3 friends. Yes, that's understandable. I mean, it could be just you. It doesn't have to be 4 people, but... And yeah, it would be a difficult thing for things to get over you. But... I feel like it could be finagled. But I don't want to make promises that cannot be kept. Since Irene does travel extensively. Like, she's been to Scotland. I don't know if she's been there recently. I know she was there earlier this year. That is something I would have to ask her. I had another question I wanted to ask her, too. Which was about the 4 people thing. But, yeah, there's no you don't have to have 3 other people. It can just be you. That might be quicker and easier. But, I'll ask her. Like, a lot of the questions are still up in the air with how this is going to work, other than trying to figure out how to get the whole silent auction thingy going. Yeah. Dessert and coffee, that's the best. I will admit one of my favorite desserts is espresso martini. I mean, it can be bad, but usually espresso martinis are not that complicated. Espresso, vodka, usually. That's it, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't actually remember what's in espresso martini other than espresso. And probably some kind of espresso alcohol stuff like Kahlua. Oh my gosh. Oh, the M&M's, nice. I don't know if those will pair with anything. I just gave those to you because M&M's. I have a lot of candy because of Halloween. I am that 43-year-old man who looks very like he needs to shave, who bought a giant bag of Halloween candy for half off the day after Halloween. And if you're wondering about why I look so scruffy, I know you all are, because I am. It's in my head constantly. There's something called No Shave November, to bring awareness to cancer by doing the reverse of what happens. I don't quite remember how they phrased it. They did it a lot more succinctly than I'm going to do, but the idea is cancer, again, sucks, and because of chemo, you can lose all your hair. And I feel like from doing this is day 10, from doing this for 10 days, the irritatedness and the itchiness and the self-consciousness is what I feel they're trying to like throw into the mix. Like when you have your hair just gone, you are going to be self-conscious about it. You're already sick. You already have cancer, and then you have to go through chemo and all your hair falls out, and it just like compounds the awfulness. And in this case, this is nothing even close to that, but I will admit I'm self-conscious to begin with, let's be clear. And then having this happening purposefully, like I'm doing this on purpose, I'm just not shaving, and it's uncomfortable and I'm self-conscious. So that's the best I can do. I don't want to have cancer ever, but I think it's trying to empathize and of course emphasize. There's a word there I'm trying to think of. But yeah, the least you can do is start getting a little grizzly and people are asking you like, why haven't you shaved? And you'd be like, because cancer sucks. No shave November, damn it. And it's for women and men and everything in between. You just don't shave your legs, don't shave your arms, don't shave your face, don't shave other areas, but I'm going to that. Oh, Andrew Butler, I'm not pressuring you don't have to even think about that as a thing. I am well aware of what not having money feels like. So part of the reason we're doing the fundraiser. It's grand. But thank you for just being here, man. That's all I really ask from everyone, other than if you can support, please do. I appreciate that immensely. If you don't have the funds to do it, just hang out, be here. It's important. It's important for me. It's important for you, I hope. That's why you're here. Because sometimes we all just need to do something. Keep ourselves occupied and not be alone. Sounds simple, doesn't it? So, I'm just glad to have you here. With that, let's look at this thing. Look at this freaking beast of a pour. God damn. That is red. That is that ruby color I've been talking about. Like, look, it's almost... How do I do this? Oh, nope, wrong way. There we go. See my Redbreast 27 year there? Look at that color. It's pretty similar. That's freaking beauty. I'm just gonna stare at it. I'm gonna drink it. I'm only kidding. Yeah. Whiskey Uncensored. Hello. Welcome. Are you participating in No Shave November? Look at that. This looks beautiful. That's all I can say about it. I mean, I'm going to say a lot more, so that's not all I can say, but it looks nice. Looks real nice. I keep forgetting I have emotes. That's so weird. I see what is like a rough approximation of my face as a... Well, it's actually one of those like humorous fake costumes, like the big nose, the glasses, the mustache. All me. Cool Running, hello. Welcome. Is it weird that I'm getting excited to see the different icons in the chat, like the membership icons are going to shift over soon? Oh, you're doing that one, Skin Senate. Well, cheers to that. If you don't know what that is, I'm not telling you. Ooh. Ooh, the proof's coming through for some odd reason. Is it strange that I want to say it smells red? I mean, that's definitely a thing in my own head there. True. Skin censored, true. Cool running, I just poured a sample from Mr. Great Shot. He gave this to me when I was down in Texas. It is the Still Austin Red Chord Bourbon, Bottle and Bond, 100 proof. I have they're doing seasonal releases. This was the first season. I missed it. I wasn't down there for it. And but when I did go down to Texas, I grabbed their second release, which actually just came off the line when I was coming down there. Whiskey Uncensored, I've been on the internet since it started. I know a lot of things I wish I didn't. That is just one of them. And that's just funny, actually. The nose on this is great. Keep pointing. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, it's making me think of Twizzlers. I keep thinking, why am I thinking it's red? It's making me think of Twizzlers. Red Twizzlers. It's very sweet. Apple pie? Maybe it's just apple. I have recently found I like a certain type of apple. I thought it was the Granny Smith, the green ones. But then I found another one. Turns out it's one of the most expensive apples that you can buy. Like $1.35 for one. They're so damn good. I'm gonna have one of those later tonight. I remember. Apple a day is good. Which one? And brother's asking about the emotes. I'm like, I don't know. That smells really good. It's actually lighter than I was expecting. Like I was expecting a whole bunch of stuff, but other than sweet red Twizzlers or Twizzlers, there are different types of those. Apple pie. And a touch vanilla, but that tends to go into apple pie in my brain. Alright, I'm gonna drink it. It smells really good. Wow. Wow. Oh. Well, it's spicier than I thought it would be for something that's boasting a corn whiskey. Oh, yeah. The texture on that is astounding. Like that's very rare that the first thing that jumps out to me is how it feels. The viscosity is rolled onto my tongue. Ugh. I'm all about texture here. I mean, flavor is good too, but I also might have obliterated my palate a little bit because of what I was doing earlier, which is what I'm concerned about. Yes, Andrew Butler, if you're asking about emotes that you can't find, I have memberships now. And I had to, and in getting memberships, which is a nice little source of income, I also found out I had to figure out how to make emotes. And I made a few. Yeah, they're all right. I might not have shown up at all. I'm not sure how it works. Also, if you don't know exactly what it is, it gets a little confusing. Ugh. I feel like I've hold this on my palate for a bit. Oh, the boat. Yeah, it's a boat. That's a cruise ship. You know what? Oh. It's a lot milder than I expected. However, I did have a couple whiskeys beforehand. One of them may or may not have had a little peat to it, but only just the tiniest bit. It is sweet. It's making me think of cake batter. Have you ever had cake batter? If you haven't, why not? You know, there's numerous ways for that. Either when there's cake batter when your parents are making cake. Well, this is the flashback I'm having with the you know, you get the little blender things, you take them out, you just try not to cut your tongue. That didn't happen, but I was thinking of a blender and cartoons. Or the other option, which I don't feel that it is, but it's very similar because of what they are, is cookie dough. Cookie dough. If your parents had just made cookies and they used the blenders, they took that out and you got like that instead. So I think it's a weird mixture of cake batter, and because I have a weird, I didn't realize this was in there, but cake batter and also the weird metalliciness that comes along with those spinny things, the batter thingies. What are those called? Blending things. So I have this weird mix of sweet vanilla and, you know, cake batter with this metallic tinge just because of what it was on. That's an odd one. I like that though. Whoops. I wonder. The other part is I've never really had, other than one thing, and that was a different kind of corn. I don't know what kind of red corn they used. If they used bloody butcher corn, which I can only hope they didn't because I've heard it's very expensive, I've never had that just as is. That might not be as sweet. Oof, the spices, Jesus. It just goes like that. And it's cinnamon and it's... What else? Cinnamon and pepper. I don't want to think about it too much. It messes it all up. Cinnamon and pepper. Gets a little dry. Slowly. Very slowly. Yeah. Yeah. Top dog, hello. Top dog, hello. Woof. That's the mental thought that happened just there when I cut off the woof. Huh. I like this. It's not what I expected. I expected a lot more kick to it. However, I will admit the spice of this, I'm not quite sure where it's coming from. I don't know what the exact specifics are, and I feel like I need to look it up because I am just curious. Very curious. There's a shipyard around where I am. People come to see it. Or Battleship Cove. I believe that's what it's called. There we go. Red corn bourbon whiskey. So what's the percentage? Whoops. Nope. No entering to win. Oh, that looks terrible. Is this the other way around? Nope, that didn't do shit. Alright, cool. Let's see. The summer of 2023 release is what this red corn bourbon whiskey is. Jimmy Red Corn. It does have rye in it. Good. Yikes. I was I was like, hey man, this is very spicy. There's got to be a rye in here. Okay, good. So now I know what kind of corn it was. The Jimmy Red Corn. Huh. I had that at all. Well, maybe I have, but I was thinking Bloody Butcher, which I can only assume is much more expensive. It's a little sweet. Not spicy last time. I was holding in my palate longer. That's what part of it was. I'm going to go over there, tasting notes, just see what they say, and then I hope I'll find it, because I'm concerned. I feel like I should be getting more from this, but I also was just doing videos of different types of whiskeys, which were also spicy in their own ways. But the spice on this does come out if you hold on the palate for a few seconds, which I've been doing. I'm drinking it very fast, actually. Their tasting notes are orange zest, creamsicle, black tea, shortbread, brown baking spice, and apple crisp. That's on the notes. Palate, peppermint brown sugar, marzipan, maple syrup, water, buttered biscuit, toasted almonds. Finish, complex but luscious, dark brown sugar, rum raisin, peppercorn, ripe red grapes, cranberry, dry red wine finish. Aged at least 4 years. I mean, it's blah, blah, blah. All right, let's see. This is what I used to do back in the day, for those of you who haven't been here for years, which I'll assume there are a few of you that haven't been. But what I would do with my videos is I would say what I thought it was, and I'd go check out the website or find the tasting notes somewhere. Because sometimes they give some pretty good ones, and Still Austin has got some nice tasting notes in there. Black tea is what I can see on the nose. Baking spice. Did I say apple pie? I did. So apple crisp. I'm not getting orange. Well, maybe a little orange zest. If there was any orange zest to it, I would have just put that in the apple pie area. Palate. Peppermint? I don't know what water butter biscuit is. I can almost see toasted almonds. But I kind of like almonds, but not. I don't think of them as much as a term of taste. I just think of them as a crunchy object to be destroyed with my teeth. Ugh. Finish complex but luscious. Dark brown sugar, rum raisin. If I think of rum raisin, I think of what's the fruit pie? Fruit cake. Ooh, ugh. Peppercorn I can see only because it is peppery. Ripe red grapes. Cranberry, dry red wine finish. Well, I'm not getting everything, but I do like the tasting notes they have there. There are a few that clearly we did line up on a bit. Fun. And the art design on it's really nice too. It is a cactus with this very dangerous, well, somewhat dangerous looking red snake on it. Good stuff. I'm glad I got to try it. Oh yes, I'm supposed to say the thing. Also, I want to find a good way to say this so it's fast. I still haven't found a good way to say it. Oh yeah. Like, subscribe, let's go. There, done. That's supposed to be something I want to add in at the beginning of videos because I don't want to go into too much detail about saying the same thing that everyone who owns a YouTube channel says. I want it to be natural, but I know it isn't. Because some people just don't think about it. I'm very picky about when I give a like to something. Because I know the algorithm's going to be like, oh, you like that, do you? Here's 50 more of those. My recent deep dive, or my obsession, if you will, was a World of Warcraft video that came out recently in a cinematic. It is stunning to watch. And I need to stay as far away from World of Warcraft as I can. Played years of my life into that game, I think. Thankfully, I've been able to disconnect. And what the good thing is that doing content on the internet and actually trying to be productive with my time, what a horrible word that is, that has kept me away from games for a bit. Even the game I've been playing recently, the, what was it? Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't really touched that recently, and I think most of that is because there was a bug that I couldn't figure out, and I'm waiting for that to be fixed somehow. It's an annoying one, believe me. It's like one of my characters who I went through all this trouble to save has been saved, except they're stuck. Because when I was in combat, I turned him into a bear because he's a druid, and then the combat ended, and now he's stuck in a bear, and I can't talk to him because he's a bear. Or not a bear, a worgen or some kind of other animal. And they won't budge. And like knocking them over or pushing them or knocking them out, or I can't knock them out. I end up killing them. Super annoying. Anyway, haven't touched that because of that. Bum, 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 bum. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, to update what I'm doing tomorrow, what I plan to do tomorrow. Actually, that is not wood. Let's just... The floor is wood. My desk is not. The plan, the idea, the thought, the maybe for tomorrow, at the moment, is to go visit Irene's store, and she has some barrel, Barrell, bottles that she'll be pouring for people to try. I feel like I've had them. I've had them at least once, and I think it was the Seagrass. Does anyone remember Seagrass? The barrel release. Day 10, folks. Now I'm trying to think of this like twice as long at the end of the month. I can also update you that, in fact, I went out yesterday to the city and I saw a show by myself. Well, I knew some people who were there and in the show, but going out sucks. It was cold last night too. I don't know about the rest of you, but winter is in full swing now. November started. It's like, hey, wait a minute. It's supposed to be cold. There we go. And it's dark early. Ugh, why? Music's too loud. Not a bad song, but it's too loud. There we go. Distracting me. Ah, yes. All the things I forgot to do, of course. There we go. Blech. And was there anything else? Got the logo up. Do that again just for fun. Woo. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. For the silent auction. That's why that was supposed to be open. If you want to enter the silent auction, those are your two ways of contacting me. Again, to remind you all, tell your friends. It is a silent auction for a tasting with Irene Tan, up to 4 people. It's really good. And that's the easiest way for me to take silent auction stuff at the time. That may change in the future. So if you want to be the first bid, you know, you can lowball it. But honestly, I think... Here, let's get some input from you guys. What do you think about silent auctions in general? Because I've never had to do one. And it's mostly just about bidding highest, right? That's all an auction ever is. Bid highest. So what amount do you put in to start with? If you really want it, like what's the highball, you know? I unfortunately know how much one of these tastings is. I'm just leaving that out because I don't want people to feel pressured to put that in. And if anything, the hope is that you'll be able to do it for less, technically. But we'll see. Again, it is hard to ask people for a high bid, especially to such a unique experience and getting to try so many delicious whiskeys from Irene Tan herself. Yeah. I've had her on here a few times. Maybe we'll do that again. I know she's really busy with everything, life. I feel I'm busy by doing the most mediocre things. I went out last night. She's like, I went to where, Finland? Something weird like that. I can't keep track of where she is anymore. I know she was in Texas recently because the Whiskey Somm level 3 thing was done recently. This past week. Oh, and speaking of, where is it? I gotta double check my own channel now. I can't remember what video I did this week. I think it was the Connecticut thing. Not sure. Sorry, I sent a text to a friend of mine, and they were impressed by my humor. It wasn't that funny, but it was pretty funny. All right. Yeah, it was this week. Another problem: doing too many videos, editing too many videos, makes for a difficult time. Since I don't know how many I have out. Like, I have one video ready to go, but it's not coming out this month. It's coming out next month. Wild. Yes, Connecticut Distillery. This, of course, is one of Irene Tan's bottles. I have many. More than one. And, steady on. The reason I point that out, of course, is this is one that's in the lineup for the raffle. You'll actually get a taste of it. I know, right? Oh, I know what the starting point is, and it's ridiculous. That's why I'm just leaving that out. Like, I hope it'll be less to some degree, but my main focus is the GoFundMe, which again, pinned comment if you haven't donated to that already. As all I ask for the most part is tell your friends, spread the word. Any whiskey folk that you know of who may be interested in getting any of these very nice bottles, let them know. It's a good cause, I promise. Blah, blah, my noise. And of course, there's that. I will try to do more with this. I want to get this situated, but it's so weird. You'd think just having a single place to put in some basic information in a starting bid, or a bid, would be easy. It is not. Having people email me feels ridiculous. It's not even something I can do on eBay or any place like that, because that's for things. So I could put something like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'd put up to make it, a thing. Like, here, you get this piece of paper that says Irene is going to do a tasting for you. Hey. That's all it is. I send it to you. Official coupon for Irene Tan tasting. It would have to be a thing, right? It has to be a thing. A physical object. That's what it's about. That's an idea, though. That's the first idea I've had. Because I would have to send it to you, which would feel absurd. But then you'd have it. And it would be a thing. And you could do it. Curiouser and curiouser. That's an idea. I still feel that would be really finicky. And some people don't even like eBay. I don't use it, for one thing. I have an account because that was a thing back in the day. Ooh. It feels like it's unfolded a little now. That's good. Yeah. Oh, I see what oh, okay. I got that maple syrupiness suddenly. Because I wasn't thinking about it. I was thinking about, it's good. And then I thought about breakfast. And I thought about waffles. I thought about maple syrup. That's what I mean. There are all these weird rules and regulations when it comes to other sites like that. It's complicated. I'll figure it out. Maybe I can do something on there's the Facebook page that I have, which I don't really use. It's there because social media. I'm supposed to have one, so I do. And I don't really mess with it, so maybe there's an option there somehow. I don't think there is, but I haven't looked into it. Again, there's all kinds of little things now. Like YouTube itself is one of those things that I've just barely started to figure out with what they do now. This is partially monetized. The big push is still 1,000 subscribers, by the way. That wasn't clear. There has been an uptick in subscribers, which I'm happy to see. But usually it's weird little spurts. I don't quite understand why, and that's all right. But it's good to have more people around. Speaking of, one of the things I'm supposed to try to do, I've been telling myself to try to do, is this. And I don't remember if I changed these yet. But Miles MC, thank you for subscribing. Wait for it. There you go. I did change them. Good. That is the one that shows up when people subscribe to the channel. That was just a recap. I'm able to do that. I can replay anything from recent memory. Like, Top Dog, you made a super chat a little while ago. Oh! Also, since we're talking about YouTube and their monetization process, it's slow. So we did manage to hit the goal. I say goal, but they will only dish out money. Ohana! Emmett Chambers, I'm glad you know that. So you have to have at least $100 via super chats for them to give you anything. There's a payout cap. That's it. So I'm gonna have to put that somewhere just as a aside. But I will need to put that somewhere as a monthly payout goal, like $100. That's not too bad. You know, $100 a month, I can pull that off, right? And this month especially, it feels weird since there's the GoFundMe. I'm really focused on that, having the income source for those who want to donate. That's where it's supposed to go, to my parents, so they can do stuff and just deal with cancer stuff. But anyway, what was I talking about? I lost it. Hold on. Oh yes, the payout. So all the super chats, if you've been here, usually it was PayPal and Venmo for a while, which is instant, sort of. That's just within a day or two, the money ends up in my hands. With super chats, one, there's the cap, so it has to be more than $100 in a month. And then I have found that it takes a minute. I mean, YouTube's a massive corporation. They have, I don't even want to try to think about how many people in their monetization pocket now. And so for the end of last month, so for October, we hit that goal. There's members, there's people who super chatted. Good. Awesome. That will not be given to me, or I will not receive that until the 21st to the 26th of this month. So that was new. Good. It's a good thing. But it's also very slow compared to the Venmo PayPal process. Or the Rabbit. I don't know if it's still Rabbit now, but that process where it was like a small little amount. But it was still immediate. It was a great shot. Hello. We were just talking about you. Because of what I'm drinking. I am drinking the sample you gave me of the Still Austin Red Corn Bourbon. It was very nice. I'm not going to tell you anything. You have to. We weren't here earlier. But yes. That is why the options are available, folks. The PayPal and the Venmo options are still there. They're just down here now. Since I'm focused on the GoFundMe at the moment. I might put those back up next month for December. You will see me a lot more next month, by the way. I'm sorry. Because... not sponsored. Mama KillCo bought the Flaviar calendar. So look forward to that. Oh, and... oh, man, I have so many things I'm supposed to say now. Members of the channel also get access to my podcast. Yes, there's a podcast. I did one yesterday. And I finished it. That's more editing, by the way. If you didn't know. Podcast just come out properly and done. If only. I stumble on my own words too much. Yes. No middleman. But whatever way you're comfortable with. I only recommend... I don't recommend, but I mean, super chats themselves are... YouTube likes those. So I understand why they're there. I'm glad to have them. I already had another process before that was a little more direct. But because of being monetized now, it is good to have YouTube aware of the fact that people are engaging in that way, along with the memberships. Again, that's fun, because you get to listen to the podcast. Peanut balcones today. Damn. Hot damn. You actually went there? Or you just got it somewhere, like it was on the shelf at a liquor store? I know Balcones is not close. That is a distance that I have yet to be able to drive myself. Ha-cha-cha-cha. I just got the, what the hell are they called? Damn it. Luden's. Luden's cough drops, the cherry ones. On my palate there. That was nice. A Total Wine, oh good. I figured that was the case because it's in your area as it is, but... He's like, I don't know. I don't even have a Total Wine nearby. There's one an hour away, but that's nearby in Texas, so... Ugh. One thing I do miss about Texas, kind of, is that because I was in Texas, I would have to go out for breakfast every morning. That was nice. I like that. Sugar Kitty Meow. I had Texas-style breakfast, too. That was another perk. They do not mess around with their biscuits. At all. I think I got one down there, and I couldn't even finish the whole thing. It was just too much. I think you missed a great shot. You want that in the raffle, I assume? So I'm assuming. I know the GoFundMe is being weird for you. Bzz, bzz, thank you. Noise. Because that would get you 10 entries. Do tell. Because then I can just do that now before I forget. I am an expert at forgetting. That's not really a good thing to say, but it's true. So it's okay. I do have a spreadsheet of my own here. Once again, for those of you who weren't here earlier, if you see this here, there's a silent auction going on for Irene Tan, a tasting event, up to 4 people. So it can either be just you or up to 4 of you and 3 of your friends. Yeah. And that is a silent auction going on now for the rest of this month until the whenever the GoFundMe ends. The day before that. You'll get samples. You'll get some time to talk directly with Irene Tan, big whiskey person in my area. Whiskey Somm level 4. That's 2 levels higher than me. And worth it. So if you're interested in that, or if you want friends to donate to that, that's the way to do it right now. Because I don't fully understand an easy way to do silent auctions for one thing that isn't an actual object. It just gets overly complicated. Really, I just need to figure out how to have a website where it's just put in your info and how much you want to bid. And you're done. Glen Scotia Victoriana. Oh my gosh, don't tease me like that. I had that. It's really good. Damn it. There we go. I'm waiting. I know there is a slight delay with entries or with chat. So Mr. Great Shot, when you can, let me know if you want that to be donated directly to the GoFundMe, because I can add that on there now. I know you gave some earlier, but that would get you 10 more. Just say the word. Just out of the generosity of your soul, that's also an option. I haven't actually counted how many entries there are. That would be a good thing to do. The only good thing is I haven't had to update anything recently. I'll double check that later. But we are halfway to the goal on the GoFundMe. That is a good thing. Yes, please. All right, cool. Let us do that. Put that there. Do this, that. I'll just... The easiest thing for me to do is just to add that to the amount you did earlier. Boom. 5. I don't think I've had... Well, no. I've had the Glen Scotia Victoriana. It sounds familiar. And I feel like I had it in the vault. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But it feels like... I feel like I had it and I knew it was good. Or maybe... Yeah, it had to be in the vault. If it's something that obscure. I like Glen Scotia to start with. I've heard of Victoriana. I feel like I've had it. And if I did, it had to be in the whiskey vault. Because where else would it be? No! Gonna want more. No. Alright. You know what? Let me open that again. I need to make sure I add that to the actual poll. Because I've added it to my own little private selection sheet here. I'll leave that open. And I will highlight your name. In a moment. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I don't want to forget to do this. Ah, the joys of trying to manage more than one thing at a time. I'm so good at that. There we go. Alright, good. Also, and again, thank you, Mr. Greatshot, for this whiskey sample. It is good. I was almost going to do one of the other ones, but I'm a little fizzled out on ryes at the moment. And I know you gave me the E.H. Taylor rye, which looks divine. And, thank you, Zenbu. And the Still Austin Cast Strength rye, which I didn't buy. I did buy the... I saw that hearts. I see them. Thank you. I did the video on Bourbon for Bacon. Hello. Cheers. Welcome. Whoa. He's done it. Bloop. Lost my train of thought. I almost did the Springbank one. Soon. I'm trying to expand myself a little more into ryes and scotch these days. And I say that very tentatively. I'm not really trying to do it. I don't have the money for scotch, for one thing. I do have a couple extra bottles that I received recently. So that'll be fun. I'm just running out of room on my shelf. Like, actually, again, this is a fraction of it. You see just the very corner. It goes all the way over. You only see a little bit over here, too. Because you can't actually see this. You know what I need to do? I need to clean out under here. There's another shelf at the bottom here, but there's just stuff. So we're talking about me cleaning up everything. Ugh. Cliff Smith, good evening. Hopefully I'll be seeing you tomorrow. If you're not going, then tell me, because then I won't go. As much as I'd like to have some of those barrel samples, I am so socially drained right now, but I do want to get those samples that you have and maybe try some barrel stuff. I'll definitely do that. Thunder Pass Whiskey, hello. Macallan knows I just backed out. Oh my god, give it to me. Like a bit hot to me. Alright, good to know. For those just showing up, again, silent auction. Tasting for 4, or up to 4 with Irene Tan. That's how you get in touch about that. And of course, the GoFundMe that's been going on for the past week. Tell your friends. Easiest way. If you cannot donate yourself, spread the word. That's the most difficult thing. Like, tell all your Whiskey Tube friends. Tell any whiskey channels you know of. I've told a few. I'll probably have to refresh a few memories since this has just started recently. And there's been a lot of other stuff going on with other channels and just chaos in general. Okay, Cliff Smith. I should be there, I hope. I'm not saying I won't be there, but it's been a week. To try to sum it up, and what's my problem again? I have mental health stuff. You all know that if you've been here a while. But I've been doing way too much recently. This week there were a number of things. I talked about this on my podcast. That's a thing I have to say now. Yeah. Anyhow, I exercised 4 times this week. And I had a number of different other obligations. Monday, not so bad. And I've just been really fatigued. I don't know what's going on. You know, it's the usual. I never really know what's going on, but lately it's really annoying. I went to Providence last night. That's a big one. And I didn't get sleep till 2. And then I woke up this morning and went to exercise at 9:30. And now I'm here doing this. And I recorded 2 videos before this. And I have to go to Irenes tomorrow. And then there's another stream on Sunday. Just say I've been sleeping during the day a little bit more, and that's not good. Not good. Yeah, exactly. That's how I'm feeling right now. There you go. What I will do, this is something I gotta remember. East Coast Liquor Reviews, or LQ Reviews, but that's, I'm assuming is the thing. It is not. I look like people should be concerned about how much whiskey I've been drinking. I look like I came right out of the wilderness and looking for water, lost to the world. I'm trying to say is I'm trying to find a work-life balance right now, and it's not working. Not very well. I've just been falling asleep during the day because I'm so done. It's not good, but it happens at this time of year. It happens all the time, but it comes in phases. Right now we're going into winter, so my body's just like, sleep, sleep. Do nothing else. No editing, no recording videos, just sleep. And the exercise is both good, but also fatiguing. I'm actually glad my shoulder's not as annoyed as I thought it would be today. It was not happy with me this morning, for the record. I was doing things I shouldn't. That's all right. I've gotten very good at planking because I can't really do push-ups, or I shouldn't do push-ups. It's not good for my shoulder, so I just stopped doing them. Unfortunately, when other people are doing push-ups, I just have to I just sit there. I just plank for a solid 30 to 40 seconds, which doesn't sound long until you try to do it. Ugh. So I was doing that, and thankfully my arm doesn't hurt. Kind of, something's annoyed, but nothing serious. I forgot what I was talking about. Busy. That's the gist of it. Busy with fundraising, busy with not shaving, busy with being tired, busy with going places and socializing. Oh yeah, I did more socializing on Wednesday. That's right. That's part of it. I saw a certain someone on Wednesday for dinner. That was lots of fun, actually. The food was really good. And then, so it was socializing on Wednesday, socializing on Thursday. This kind of counts as socializing. Also, exercise in the morning. Listen, Zenboot, none of that. And I'm supposed to go to Irenes tomorrow, and then I have another live stream on Sunday. So that's like 5 days in a row of a variety of socializing. I'm gonna be dead soon, God. But let's see here. Oh yeah, next week I'm being very, very accountable and stupid. I'm getting a updated COVID booster shot on Wednesday, meaning I will not be functional on Thursday at all. Which is why I wanted to record some videos before that happened, which I did. Hopefully I can edit something. Oh, but stay tuned. I'll be here. Lots happening this month, lots happening next month. Just chaos in general. Lots of chaos. That's what we're all here for. Coming up on the end of the stream, leaving them short today. Not that they're always long, but I'll be doing longer ones when I can. And of course, as I mentioned, since I've been doing a lot, tonight is not one of those nights. That's all right. Maybe Sunday, maybe not. We'll see. There we go. Give Mr. Gray shout. Thank you for donating this. I'll be drinking more of this before the evening ends. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you. Wait for it. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.